How many cups of coffee do you drink a day? What about energy drinks? College students tend to rely on caffeine as a means to stay awake and alert while they're studying and doing schoolwork. And as a college student myself, I can definitely say that I'm guilty of this. I drink coffee and tea every day while I'm doing my work. However, have you ever wondered how this affects us? Caffeine reliance is a growing issue among our age group, so the purpose of my speech is to inform you all about caffeine. First, I will discuss the main reasons behind caffeine usage, and then I will explain the effects that it has on the body, and then finally, I will talk about how to safely consume it. So the most popular reason for caffeine usage is to obviously help you stay awake. According to a study published by the National Library of Medicine, students provided many reasons for caffeine usage, some of which included feeling more awake, improving their concentration, alleviating stress, and increasing their physical energy. So many of these reasons may not have been an issue if these students had received an adequate night's sleep. So with this being said, lack of sleep within college students is a main factor of caffeine use. The UGA Health Center has reported that the average student receives about 6 hours of sleep a night when the recommended average is 8 to 10 hours. So this means that the average student's receiving about 2 less hours than we're supposed to. And as a result, caffeine is used to make up for that lack of rest. So now that you know the reasons for caffeine usage, you may be wondering how it affects your body. So let's start with how caffeine even works. So caffeine is a stimulant to your central nervous system, and it makes you feel more alert. It makes you feel more awake even if you didn't get a ton of sleep. And in Tufts Journal, it states that caffeine also boosts your levels of dopamine, which is known to affect your levels of concentration. And it also blocks your adenosine receptors in the brain. And these receptors basically send a message to your body to tell it that it's tired. So if the caffeine blocks these receptors, your body doesn't know that it's tired. Drinking coffee or energy drinks throughout the day can just also be dangerous to your health, and it can cause headaches. And if you are constantly consuming caffeine and then stop consuming it, you can experience withdrawals. So symptoms of caffeine withdrawal include headaches, fatigue, and irritability. But don't worry, this only lasts for about 2 to 9 days if you do experience this. Now, although I have made caffeine sound pretty bad, it really isn't as long as it's consumed in moderation. So some experts say that about 400 milligrams of caffeine is safe to consume in a day, but most recommend about 200 milligrams for the standard adult. For reference, a cup of coffee is about 95 milligrams, so 2 to 3 cups of coffee should be safe to drink in a day. Now, according to their website, the popular energy drink Bang Energy has about 300 milligrams in a can, which definitely exceeds the recommended daily intake. So just be conscious of how much caffeine you're ingesting and only drink caffeine when you need it. And remember that caffeine isn't just in energy drinks and coffee, it's also in sodas, teas, chocolate, and even in some kinds of gum. So overall, caffeine is perfectly fine in small doses, and it's not bad for you, but just be aware of how much you're consuming, and remember that caffeine is only a temporary solution. Thank you.